The blackness of space stretched endlessly, broken only by the faint glimmer of distant stars. In the middle of a forgotten sector, a massive object floated silently. To most eyes, it looked like nothing more than a rusted hulk. Its surface was scarred, dented, and covered in layers of cosmic dust. Yet, hidden beneath the rough exterior, it held a power that no one in this part of the galaxy could imagine. A small fleet of alien ships drifted nearby, their metal hulls shining under the light of a distant sun. The aliens had been sent to investigate the strange object. They were part of the Zeeth Collective, a coalition that considered itself the strongest force in the sector. Their ships were fast, sleek, and armed with weapons that could vaporize planets. They had little patience for relics or anything from what they considered primitive species. "This is it," said one alien officer, his voice dripping with disbelief. "This is what the humans left behind." "It looks old," another replied, his tone mocking. "Rusted metal, broken parts, a museum piece. I thought the Terrans had no skill in shipbuilding." The officers laughed, their voices echoing in the control room of the flagship. They believed they had discovered a useless wreck, a leftover from a long-dead species. Their arrogance was thick, and they were already planning to leave the object behind, confident it could never pose a threat. But somewhere inside the derelict, systems were not entirely dead. Deep beneath the rusted hull, circuits flickered. Lights glimmered faintly in the shadows. A low hum, almost imperceptible, stirred as if the ship itself had felt the presence of the outsiders. It had been asleep for decades, waiting for the right hands to awaken it. The humans were not far away. Captain Evan Brooks stood on the bridge of a small Terran survey vessel, watching the alien fleet with sharp eyes. His crew moved around the control room efficiently, checking sensors and preparing equipment. Among them was Clara Mitchell, the chief engineer, and Liam Hayes, the tactical officer. Both were young but highly skilled, their focus unshakable even in the presence of the superior alien fleet. "This is our chance," Evan said quietly, more to himself than to anyone else. "We have to see what's under the surface. The aliens think it is worthless. They think it is dead. They are wrong." The survey vessel moved cautiously toward the massive hull. The aliens noticed the humans but paid them no attention. They assumed the humans were coming to observe a relic they could never understand, a species too weak to cause any trouble. Clara and Liam worked quickly. Their hands moved over consoles and holographic displays. Data flowed from the derelict ship, its systems slowly responding to the human's touch. The rusted metal was more than decoration. It hid advanced technology beneath layers of neglect and corrosion. "This ship is amazing," Clara whispered, almost to herself. "Its engines, its shields, it is nothing like I expected. Someone built this for war for a long time we don't even remember. It has systems no one has seen in decades." Evan nodded. "We have to be careful. The aliens are watching and they will not understand. We cannot let them know we are awakening it." The derelict seemed to respond. Lights flickered along the hull, faint at first, then brighter as power began to flow through hidden conduits. The hum grew stronger, resonating through the ship as if it were stretching after a long sleep. Evan felt a shiver run down his spine. It was as if the ship was alive, waiting for its chance to act. The alien fleet had gathered closer, preparing to scan the ship with energy probes. Their curiosity was genuine, but their arrogance blinded them. They expected nothing, yet they were about to see more than they could imagine. "Commander Brooks," Clara said, her voice tight with excitement and worry. "The main power core, it is intact. It is old, but it is intact. We can bring the ship online at least partially, but it will take time." "How much time?" Evan asked. "Hours, maybe," Clara replied. "If we work quickly, we might have it ready before the aliens notice. If they do notice, we need to be ready." Evan clenched his jaw. He had faced dangerous situations before, but this was different. They were not just exploring a derelict. They were awakening a warship built to rival anything in the galaxy. The weight of responsibility pressed on him. Every decision he made now could decide the fate of humanity. Liam leaned over a console, his fingers dancing across the controls. "Sensors show some kind of AI network still operational," he said. "It is dormant, but it is there. If we can interface with it, it might help us control the systems faster. It might even learn from us." Clara nodded. "We need to be careful. We don't know what the AI will do. It has been asleep for decades, maybe longer, but we have no choice. We cannot leave this ship to rot while the aliens mock us." The survey vessel settled into a docking bay, small enough to avoid drawing attention. Evan, Clara, and Liam prepared to board the derelict. As they entered, the airlock hissed, and the smell of old metal and dust filled their noses. The corridors were dark and narrow, lined with rusted panels and broken machinery. Yet everywhere they looked, there were signs of incredible engineering. "This is more than a relic," Evan whispered. "This is a masterpiece of human design." The crew reached the control room, the heart of the ship. Panels flickered weakly, and screens were filled with static. Clara immediately began repairing circuits, reconnecting power lines, and stabilizing the systems. Liam monitored sensors, alert for any sign of alien detection. Evan kept watch, his eyes scanning the distant stars for movement. Hours passed. The derelict responded slowly, lights growing stronger, engines humming faintly, and a soft vibration running through the metal hull. It was alive, not fully awake but stirring. The ship's AI, dormant for decades, began to react to the presence of humans. It analyzed the crew, learning from their movements and commands. Back in the alien fleet, the officers began to grow impatient. "Nothing is happening," one said. "The humans are wasting their time. This ship is dead. They will find nothing." Their words were confident, but they were wrong. Unseen by the aliens, the derelict's sensors picked up their energy readings. The ship began to prepare itself, activating defensive systems that the humans did not yet fully understand. Evan, Clara, and Liam were unaware of the full extent of the ship's capabilities, but they could feel the power growing beneath their hands. Suddenly, a low hum turned into a steady vibration. Clara looked up in astonishment. It's responding to us," she said. "The ship is awake." Evan's eyes widened. He could feel the weight of history pressing on them. "We need to keep moving. The aliens cannot see this yet. If they realize what we have, it will change everything." The derelict's lights flickered across the corridors, casting long shadows. Panels glowed with energy, and hidden weapons systems slowly rotated into position. The ship was alive, aware, and ready. For the first time in decades, the derelict warship opened its mind to humans. It reached out with unseen tendrils of intelligence, learning, understanding, and preparing. Evan felt a strange sense of connection, as if the ship were recognizing him as its captain, not just as a human intruder. The alien fleet remained nearby, confident in their superiority. They laughed again, mocking the humans for daring to approach a relic. Their arrogance was complete. They could not imagine the storm that was about to awaken. Clara moved to a console, her fingers dancing over controls she barely understood. "We are almost there," she said. "The core is stabilizing and the AI it is acknowledging us. I think it trusts us." Liam's eyes were wide with excitement. "This is incredible. I never imagined we would find a ship like this. It is a weapon, a fortress, a guardian, all in one, and it is ours if we can control it." Evan looked out a viewport at the alien fleet. "They think we are weak. They think we are nothing. Let them laugh. Let them watch. Soon they will see what humans are capable of." The derelict hummed louder, a deep, resonant sound that echoed through the hull. It was alive. It was powerful. It was waiting. And humans were the ones who had awakened it. As the stars twinkled silently in the distance, Evan, Clara, and Liam worked tirelessly. The derelict's power surged, and the humans felt it beneath their feet. This was no relic. This was a sleeping giant, a machine of unimaginable strength, and it had finally opened its eyes. Outside, the aliens continued to mock, their arrogance blinding them. They had no idea that history was about to change. They had no idea that humanity had just awakened a force they could not even imagine. And in the darkness of space, the hum grew louder. The warship stirred, preparing for the moment it would finally show the galaxy the true power of human ingenuity. The stage was set. The humans were ready. The Relic was awake. The derelict warship had awakened. Its lights shone brighter, its engines hummed with renewed life, and its hull seemed to pulse as if breathing. Evan Brooks felt a thrill he had never experienced before. This ship was more than metal and circuits. It was alive, and it had chosen humans as its partners. Clara Mitchell moved through the control room, her hands steady but her mind racing. She had worked on many ships before, but nothing like this. Every panel, every console, every wire seemed to hold secrets waiting to be discovered. She touched a screen, and the ship responded immediately, bringing up displays of weapon systems, shield capacities, and propulsion controls. "This is incredible," Clara said softly, almost to herself. "It's like it knows what we need before we even ask." Liam Hayes leaned over a console, scanning the ship's tactical systems. "It has sensors that are far beyond anything we've seen. Energy signatures, life signs, ships from light years away, it can see everything. If we can learn to use it, the aliens will never know what hit them." Evan watched his crew work, pride swelling in his chest. He knew the aliens were nearby, watching, waiting, and mocking. Yet they had no idea what was happening inside the derelict. "Keep going," he said quietly. "We cannot let them see what we are doing. This ship is a weapon, yes, but it is also a shield. We must learn to use it before we fight." The crew split up to explore different parts of the ship. Clara went to the engine room, where massive cores pulsed with energy. She ran diagnostics, checking for weaknesses, but found none. The engines were intact, hidden under layers of protection and ancient technology. She realized that with a few modifications, they could be even faster and more powerful than modern human ships. "This is beyond anything I expected," she said over the communicator. "The engines are strong. The shields are adaptive. Even the weapons, they are precise, automated, and deadly." Liam was in the tactical room, studying the ship's combat systems. He traced the energy lines to hidden turrets and laser arrays. The ship had multiple layers of defense, each capable of independent action. "It is like the ship is alive," he said. "It can protect itself and it can fight with us. If we learn its patterns, we could defeat an entire fleet with just this one vessel." Evan moved through the corridors, checking every system with careful eyes. He felt the weight of responsibility pressing on him. The ship was powerful, yes, but humans had to master it. One mistake could be fatal. One wrong move and they could destroy themselves instead of the enemy. Outside, the alien fleet continued to hover, still confident. They had noticed some unusual energy readings, but they could not tell what was happening. To them, the humans were still weak, and the derelict was still a relic. Commander Vark, the alien admiral, tapped his claws against a console in frustration. "They are hiding something," he said. "I can feel it. The readings are strange, but it cannot be much. The humans are insignificant." His officers nodded. They had no fear. They laughed at the humans' small ships and the old derelict. Their arrogance was complete. Back inside, Clara found the ship's AI core. It was a network of nodes, glowing faintly under layers of metal and dust. The AI had been dormant for decades, but now it seemed to recognize them. "Hello," Clara whispered almost shyly. "Can you hear me?" A soft vibration ran through the ship, and panels lit up in response. It was not speech as humans knew it, but a series of pulses and patterns that she could feel and see. The AI was alive and it was communicating. "I think it understands us," Liam said, moving closer. "It is learning who we are. It is deciding that we are friends, not enemies. Evan joined them, his eyes wide with wonder. If it trusts us, then we have a chance. If it does not, then we could be in serious danger. Be careful. Every command must be precise. Every movement counts. They spent hours exploring, learning, and connecting with the ship. Every discovery made them more confident, but also more aware of the stakes. The aliens could attack at any moment, and if the humans were not ready, they would be destroyed instantly. The ship seemed to sense their urgency. Weapons systems calibrated themselves, shields strengthened, and engines responded instantly to commands. It was learning not just from humans, but from the presence of potential threats. Evans smiled faintly. It is more than a ship. It is a partner, and partners fight together. We need to prepare it for battle without revealing it to the aliens. That is our only chance. As the humans worked, small signs of life began to appear outside. Alien scouts were moving closer, curious about the energy fluctuations. They could not see inside the ship, but their sensors picked up unusual activity. "Commander," Liam said urgently, "they are getting closer. If they scan the ship too deeply, they will notice the power surge. We have to be ready to hide it." Evan nodded. "We cannot let them know. The element of surprise is the only thing we have. Trust the ship, trust each other. We will not fail." The crew quickly activated stealth systems. The derelict's surface emitted a faint field that masked energy signatures. To the aliens, it would still appear as a rusted hulk, a relic with no threat. But inside, it was alive, awake, and preparing. Hours passed in tense silence. Clara and Liam worked in shifts, rotating between systems and ensuring stability. Evan remained on the bridge, scanning space for signs of detection. Every movement in the alien fleet made his heart race. They laughed and joked, completely unaware of the sleeping giant now ready to defend humanity. Finally, Clara straightened, wiping sweat from her brow. "It is ready," she said. "Engines stable, shields at maximum, weapons systems online. The AI is fully responsive. If the aliens come closer, we can fight, and we can win." Evan's eyes narrowed with determination. "Good, we will not provoke them yet. But when the time comes, we will show them what humans can do." Suddenly, a soft vibration ran through the ship, stronger than before. It was as if the derelict itself was stretching after centuries of sleep. Lights pulsed rhythmically along the hull and a faint hum echoed through the corridors. The humans could feel the power beneath their feet, a living energy waiting for action. Liam moved to a sensor console. "They are scanning again," he said. "Closer this time. They might detect something." Evan took a deep breath. Let them think they are in control. We will strike when they are most confident. That is when humans win." The alien scouts hovered near the derelict, their weapons at the ready. They still laughed at the humans, mocking their tiny ships and the old wreck. But inside, the humans were no longer weak. They had awakened something far greater than any alien could imagine. Clara moved to the AI interface, her fingers dancing over holographic panels. She could feel the ship responding to her touch, learning from her commands. It was not just a machine, it was alive, aware, and ready to act. Evan watched, pride and anticipation mixing in his chest. "We are ready," he said quietly. "The aliens will see soon enough. They will see what humans are capable of." The derelict's engines hummed louder, the shields flickered with light, and hidden weapons systems adjusted themselves automatically. The ship was alive, aware, and waiting. It had been asleep for decades, and now it was awake. Outside, the alien fleet continued to mock. Commander Vark leaned forward, frowning. "Something is wrong," he said. "I can feel it. The readings are unusual, but it cannot be much. The humans are weak. They have nothing we should fear." His officers nodded, still laughing, still confident. They could not see the danger, could not imagine the power now stirring inside the rusted derelict. Inside, Evan, Clara, and Liam continued their work, fine-tuning systems, coordinating with the AI and preparing for the moment when action would be necessary. Every adjustment made the ship stronger, faster, smarter. Every pulse of energy brought it closer to full readiness. Time passed slowly, tension heavy in every corridor. The humans knew that the first sign of aggression from the aliens could start a battle, but they also knew that if they struck wisely, the derelict would give them an advantage no one could imagine. The derelict's hum grew louder, a low and powerful vibration that echoed through the corridors. It was alive, it was powerful, and it was ready. Clara glanced at Evan. "I think it understands what we need," she said. "It is not just following orders, it is thinking, anticipating." "Protecting us," Evan nodded. "Good, that is what we need. When the time comes, it will fight with us, not for us alone," Liam smiled. "The aliens think they are laughing at a relic. They have no idea what is waiting for them. We are ready. They will see soon enough." The hum grew stronger, pulsing in rhythm with the humans' excitement and fear. The derelict was alive, fully awake now, and preparing for the moment it would finally reveal its true power. And in the darkness of space, the aliens continued to hover, confident and mocking, unaware that humanity had just awakened a force far beyond their understanding. The stars around the derelict warship seemed brighter than usual, or maybe it was just Evan Brooks noticing every flicker of light with more attention than ever. The alien scouts had moved closer, and the tension on the bridge of the human survey vessel had grown thick. They had watched the fleet from a distance, believing the humans were weak. That arrogance would soon be their mistake. Evan's hands rested lightly on the controls, but his mind was racing. Clara Mitchell and Liam Hayes worked in the derelict systems, coordinating with the ship's AI. Every command they issued was precise, every adjustment carefully calculated. The ship had fully awakened, and it was learning faster than any human could anticipate. "Captain," Liam said, pointing to a sensor readout, "the scouts are within visual range. They are scanning the derelict closely. If they get too curious, they might detect its real power." Evan nodded, eyes narrowing. "Let them come closer. Let them be overconfident. Their arrogance is our advantage. We strike when they least expect it." Outside, the alien scouts drifted closer, their sleek hulls shining under the distant light of the system's sun. They believed they had nothing to fear, that the humans were helpless. Commander Vark was confident, issuing orders in his harsh, clipped voice. "Move forward. Inspect them closely. Make sure this relic is as weak as it appears." The humans watched quietly, making no sudden moves. Inside the derelict, the AI hummed with energy, responding to every adjustment and anticipating the aliens' actions. The ship had learned from the humans' behavior and was ready to act as a single unit with them. Clara glanced at Evan. "It's ready," she said. "Every weapon system is online, shields are at maximum, the AI is fully responsive. If the aliens fire, we can counter immediately." Evan smiled faintly. "Good, let's see how they react to real humans." The first sign of danger came as a pulse of energy from the scouts' weapons. They fired a warning shot, not expecting it to provoke anything serious. But the derelict was ready. Its shields flared brightly, absorbing the energy harmlessly. The pulse bounced off the hull and the aliens froze for a moment, surprised. "Shields held," Liam said, a hint of excitement in his voice. "They didn't expect that. They are probing, but the derelict is stronger than they imagined." The scouts fired again, more aggressively this time. The derelict's AI anticipated each move, adjusting the shields and subtly moving the hull to deflect energy. Then, with sudden precision, hidden weapons opened fire. The aliens had not seen anything like it. Beams of energy sliced through space, targeting engines and weapons systems on the scouts. One by one, the alien ships were disabled without a single human casualty. Evan's heart raced. "They thought they were laughing at a relic," he said quietly. "They will never laugh again." The alien commander's voice roared across their comms. "Impossible! How can this ship do this? It is a relic. It cannot fight. But the derelict did not care about the disbelief of the aliens. It moved with precision, guided by its AI and the humans who had awakened it. Turrets emerged from hidden compartments. Energy beams traced invisible paths through space, and shields adjusted instantaneously to every attack. The humans watched in awe as the warship demonstrated capabilities beyond any living alien's imagination. Clara tapped rapidly on the control panels. "Captain, the AI is learning their patterns. It can predict their movements. We can use this to take control of the battle completely." Evan nodded. "Do it. We will show them that humans are not weak." The aliens panicked as their scouts were destroyed or disabled. Commander Vark barked orders, trying to regroup his fleet. But the derelict was faster than their reactions. It moved with careful precision, striking weak points and avoiding the strongest defenses. The humans inside guided the ship strategically, but the AI was making the final decisions, adapting in real time. Liam leaned forward. "They are scared now. They didn't expect the humans to have a ship like this. Their formation is breaking apart." "Good," Evan said. "Keep pushing. Don't give them a chance to recover." The alien fleet's main ships arrived, confident that they could crush the humans quickly. But even they were shocked by what they saw. The derelict moved with speed, agility, and power that no one had thought possible. Its hull glowed with energy, shields flashing as it deflected weapons fire, and weapons arrays opening and closing in perfect synchronization. Commander Vark's face twisted with anger. "This is impossible," he shouted. "They are weak. They cannot have a ship like this." The humans inside the derelict worked in perfect harmony with the ship. Clara and Liam directed its systems, Evan guided its movements, and the AI responded instantly to every threat. The ship learned faster than any human or alien could imagine. It anticipated attacks, countered strategies, and protected its crew with precision. "Captain, they are trying to flank us," Liam said. "Two ships are attempting to surround the derelict." Evan's eyes narrowed. "We will let them think they are succeeding. The derelict will turn the trap into their defeat. Watch carefully." The derelict shifted its position subtly, drawing the alien ships into a narrow corridor of space between two asteroid fields. The aliens followed, thinking they had the humans cornered. But the derelict had already calculated the outcome. Hidden turrets fired from unexpected angles, disabling engines and weapons. Shields deflected stray fire, and energy beams cut through hulls with surgical precision. The aliens had underestimated humans and the warship. Clara's eyes shone with excitement. They didn't see that coming. Every move they make, the ship predicts it. It's incredible. Evan nodded. "It's not just the ship, it's humans working with it. They underestimated us because they think technology alone defines power. But humans adapt. Humans fight with creativity. Humans think." The alien fleet tried to regroup, but panic had spread. Their ships were damaged, their formation broken, and their morale crumbling. The derelict moved like a living predator, striking with perfect timing. Its AI calculated outcomes, adjusting its tactics in real time while the humans guided it with skill and courage. Liam laughed softly. They thought they were hunting a relic. Instead, they are being destroyed by it. Outside, the battle raged. Energy beams cut through space, explosions illuminated the darkness, and the alien fleet began to scatter. Commander Vark barked orders, but his voice was desperate. He could not believe what he was seeing. A relic, a forgotten human ship, had turned the tide of battle. "Captain," Clara said urgently, "they are sending reinforcements. The main fleet is approaching fast. If we don't act now, they might overwhelm us." Evan took a deep breath. "Then we act now. Let them see what humans are capable of." The derelict is not just a ship. It is the power of humanity made real. We will fight, and we will win. The derelict moved with grace and precision. It seemed to anticipate the enemy's every move, striking weak points and avoiding strong defenses. The AI worked with humans as a single unit, learning and adapting faster than any alien could comprehend. Liam monitored energy readings. Shields are holding. Weapons are fully operational. We can push harder. Clara adjusted systems, her fingers flying over controls. The AI is predicting their attacks. We can disable their ships before they even fire. Evan gripped the edge of the console. Do it. Strike now. Energy beams fired in perfect synchronization, striking alien ships with devastating precision. Shields flared, explosions rocked the enemy fleet, and panic spread among the aliens. Their confidence was gone, replaced by fear and confusion. They could not understand what was happening. Commander Vark's voice was full of rage and disbelief. Impossible. How can they do this? They are humans, they cannot have a ship like this. But the humans knew the truth. The derelict was more than a ship. It was a weapon, a guardian, and a partner. Its AI was alive, learning, adapting, and fighting alongside them. Every move they made was precise, every strategy perfect. Clara smiled. They underestimated us. They thought we were weak. They thought we were foolish. They were wrong. Evan nodded. They always are. Humanity never stops fighting. Humanity never gives up. And humanity never underestimates its own strength. The alien fleet, once confident and mocking, now scattered. Ships fled in every direction, leaving behind debris and destroyed vessels. Commander Vark realized too late that he had misjudged humanity. The humans had awakened a relic, a warship of unimaginable power, and now they had learned that humans were not to be mocked. Liam leaned back, watching the fleeing fleet. They will never forget this. The humans have shown them what we can do. Evan looked at his crew, pride and determination shining in his eyes. This is only the beginning. They thought they could laugh at a relic. They were wrong. They will remember humanity from now on. The derelict floated silently in space, its engines humming, weapons ready, shields glowing. It was alive, fully awakened, and now it had shown the galaxy the true power of humans. And in the silence after the battle, Evan whispered almost to himself, "They laughed at the relic. They laughed at us. Now they know. Now they understand. We are not weak. We are human, and we fight to survive." The stars shone silently around them, bearing witness to the awakening of a legend. Humanity had taken its first step in showing the galaxy that they were not to be underestimated, and the derelict, once forgotten, had become the instrument of that revelation. The humans inside the ship looked at each other, exhausted but triumphant. Clara's hands trembled slightly from excitement. Liam's eyes shone with exhilaration. Evan's chest swelled with pride. Together, they had awakened more than a ship. They had awakened the future of humanity's strength in the galaxy. The remnants of the alien fleet fled in every direction, their confidence shattered and their arrogance replaced with fear. The derelict warship floated calmly in space, its hull glowing with energy, its engines humming steadily, and its shields shimmering like a living barrier. Captain Evan Brooks stood on the bridge, watching the fleeing ships with a mixture of relief and anticipation. The battle had been won, but the humans had yet to show the full strength of the awakened ship. Clara Mitchell moved quickly between consoles, her hands steady as she monitored systems and prepared for any counterattack. "Captain," she said, "they are regrouping. A larger part of their fleet is approaching from the outer sector. If they come too close, we could face overwhelming numbers." Evan nodded. "Let them come. They think they can intimidate us. Let's show them what humans are capable of when they underestimate us." Liam Hayes studied the tactical readouts, his eyes sharp and calculating. "The AI is fully synchronized with us now. Every weapon, every shield, every system is ready. We can handle their entire fleet if we fight smart." Outside, the aliens began to return, cautiously at first, but in greater numbers. Commander Vark was furious. He could not believe what he had witnessed. His scouts had been destroyed effortlessly, and now he faced the humans' full power. "They cannot do this," he growled. They are only humans. They cannot control a warship like that. But the humans had already learned the truth. The derelict was no ordinary ship. It was a fortress, a weapon, and a living partner. Its AI adapted faster than any alien could anticipate, anticipating movements and predicting strategies. The aliens had laughed once, but now they were about to face the full force of human ingenuity. Evan turned to his crew. Prepare for engagement. Remember, we are not just fighting for survival. We are showing the galaxy what humans can do. The moment we strike, we must be precise, fast, and unstoppable. Clara's fingers danced over the controls. Shields at full capacity, energy weapons calibrated. Engines optimized for evasive maneuvers. The ship is ready for full combat mode. Liam's eyes shone with excitement. The AI is learning their fleet formation as we speak. It can predict attacks and counter them instantly. This is more than a battle. It's a demonstration. The aliens advanced cautiously, forming a wide perimeter around the derelict. They fired their weapons, hoping to test its defenses, but the shields absorbed every shot. Energy beams bounced harmlessly off the hull, and the ship moved with fluid grace, dodging attacks that would have destroyed any other vessel. Evan spoke quietly, almost reverently. "It is beautiful. Look at how it moves, how it protects itself in us." "This is what humans can create when they never give up," Clara smiled. "It is more than a ship. It is alive. It thinks, it adapts, it learns, and now it fights with us." Liam added, "And it will win." The aliens regrouped and launched a coordinated assault. Dozens of ships fired simultaneously, energy beams cutting through space toward the derelict. But the humans were ready. The AI anticipated each attack, adjusting shields and redirecting energy to protect weak points. Hidden turrets opened fire, striking enemy ships before they could land a single blow. One by one, alien ships were disabled or destroyed. Their formations broke apart as panic spread through the fleet. Commander Vark's voice cracked with frustration. "Impossible. How can one ship do this? They are only humans." Evan watched the chaos unfold, his expression calm and determined. "They think technology alone defines power," he said. "But humans fight with strategy, creativity, and courage. We adapt, we survive, and we win." Clara activated the ship's long-range systems. Massive energy beams shot out, striking the outermost ships with precision. The derelict moved like a predator, striking weak points, avoiding strong defenses, and protecting its crew. It was no longer just a weapon. It was a symbol of human strength. The alien fleet tried to retreat, but the derelict pursued relentlessly. Energy beams cut through engines and hulls, and shields absorbed every counterattack. The humans had complete control, and the aliens were powerless to stop them. "Captain," Liam said, his voice full of excitement, "they are trying to flee. Most of their fleet is scattered and their morale is broken. We can push them out of this sector completely." Evan nodded. "Do it. Show them that humans do not back down. Show them that we will fight to survive." The derelict accelerated, moving through space with incredible speed. Hidden turrets fired from every angle, targeting engines, weapons, and command centers. Alien ships were destroyed with surgical precision, leaving debris floating silently in the void. Clara monitored the energy output. "The AI is coordinating attacks across multiple targets. It is amazing. We could take on twice their number and still win." Liam laughed softly. "They underestimated humans. They thought we were weak. Now they will know better." Commander Vark watched in disbelief as his fleet fell apart. "We are losing. This cannot be. They are only humans. How is this possible?" Evan spoke quietly to his crew. "They thought we were weak. They thought we were foolish. They were wrong. Never forget that humans survive because we never give up, because we fight with heart and mind. The derelict is a part of that strength, but we are humans, and we make it unstoppable." The derelict fired its final volleys, disabling the remaining alien ships. The fleet scattered, leaving the humans victorious. Commander Vark ordered a full retreat, his voice filled with rage and fear. He had underestimated humanity, and the cost had been devastating. Evan took a deep breath, his chest swelling with pride. The battle is over. The aliens will remember this day. They will remember that humans are not to be mocked, that we are strong, creative, and dangerous when threatened. Clara smiled, exhausted but elated. We did it. The ship, it fought with us, it trusted us. We won. Liam leaned back in his chair, a wide grin on his face. They laughed at a relic. Now they know. Humanity is not weak. We are a force to be reckoned with. Outside, the derelict floated silently, engines humming, shields glowing, weapons ready. It had awakened fully, a sleeping giant now aware of its purpose. It had fought alongside humans, showing the galaxy that they were not to be underestimated. Evan looked at the stars, thinking about the battles yet to come. This is only the beginning, he said softly. We have shown them what we are capable of, but the galaxy is vast. We will face more challenges, but now they know we are not weak. They know humans fight, adapt, and survive. Clara placed a hand on the console, feeling the hum of energy beneath her fingers. And we have a partner now, she said. The ship, it is alive and it fights with us. Nothing will surprise it, nothing will escape its reach. We are ready for whatever comes next, Liam nodded. They will think twice before mocking humans again. The derelict is more than a weapon, it is a message. Humanity is not to be underestimated. Evan smiled, looking at his crew. We have done more than win a battle. We have awakened a legend, and together we will protect humanity, no matter what the galaxy throws at us. The stars shone silently around them, a witness to humanity's triumph. The derelict warship, once thought to be a relic, had awakened fully, showing the galaxy the power of human ingenuity, courage, and determination. It was alive, it was strong, and it had humans at its heart. Commander Vark's fleet would flee for months, telling tales of the humans who had awakened a forgotten warship and turned the tide of battle. Other alien races would whisper in fear of humanity, unsure what else they might achieve with the mind and courage to awaken the unknown. Evan Brooks leaned back, his eyes calm but alert. They laughed at us, he said softly. They thought we were weak. Now they know, and humanity will never be forgotten. The derelict hummed beneath them, alive and aware, a partner ready to defend its crew and the human race. In its quiet hum, there was a promise that humans would fight, adapt, and survive. That humans would rise even when underestimated. That humans, together with their awakened warship, could face any challenge in the galaxy. Clara looked at the viewports, watching the last of the alien ships disappear. We've done something incredible, she said. Not just for us, but for humanity. The galaxy will remember this. Liam leaned back, grinning. They thought it was a relic. They were wrong, dead wrong. And now we are ready for whatever comes next. Evan Brooks looked at his crew, proud and determined. We are humans. We adapt, we survive, and we fight with everything we have. Let this day be remembered. Let it be a warning. The galaxy will never underestimate humanity again. The derelict's engines pulsed softly, shields shimmering in the dark void of space. It had awakened fully, and with it, humanity had awakened a new chapter in its history. A chapter of strength, courage, and unstoppable will. A chapter the galaxy would never forget. The stars stretched endlessly around them, quiet witnesses to a human victory that would echo across the cosmos. And in the quiet hum of the derelict, the humans knew that they were ready for whatever the galaxy would throw at them next. The humans had awakened a legend. The galaxy had been warned, and humanity would rise stronger than ever before. They laughed at the relic until the human warship awakened.